let's talk about adding info spots. Now again, info spots are the hot spots where you can just enter information so the customer viewing the virtual tour places their mouse over the spot and the information appears for them to read. And the info spot, you can see to add an info spot, we have a button right here. It's the letter I for info with a little plus next to it to add an info spot. So as I'm looking at my panorama here, I can see that this is the full right edge of my panorama here, and I can see the beginning of the breakfast area. Then if I rotate my panorama around to the left, again I'm just clicking and dragging my mouse to move the panorama around, I can see the rest of my breakfast area here, and I can see a nice spot for a hot spot to be right here that would be easy for a customer to find. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my info spot by clicking the Add Info Spot. And you can see that it has added my info spot right here. The next thing I'm going to do is add in my description. I'm going to enter in a description, okay? And so I'm going to type right here that breakfast is served daily from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. And let's go ahead and get that formatted correctly there. All right. Breakfast includes both hot and cold items. And I could type a lot more if I wanted to. You can have roughly about 300 characters in an info spot description. So I could add a lot more information if I wanted to. I'm just going to keep it short for this training video right now. And if you wanted to, you could type that description out in a notepad or some other little text editor, and then copy it into this description field as well. And again, on all of these fields, anytime you enter anything in order to save that, you're going to press the Enter key. And so I've pressed the Enter key to save that description, and then I'm going to go ahead and close the editor box. And you can see when I mouse over this spot, it says breakfast is served daily from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Breakfast includes both hot and cold items. So now I've got that info spot set, and I want to move this hot spot so it's not sitting right here on the breakfast bar. So I'm just going to click and drag that. Again, left mouse click for PC users and just a regular mouse click for Mac users. I'm going to drag that hot spot right up here. Now I would like to change that particular hotspot because I really don't want that hotspot to be an arrow. I want it to be something that's going to indicate that they're going to get information from this particular hotspot. So I'm going down here and I'm looking through some of my different buttons that are available, and I've got these two buttons right here that are the letter I for information. So while my hotspot is selected with that green halo around it, I'm going to go ahead and click on the button that I want it to be, and it's going to change that over to an info spot now. So when somebody is looking at the virtual tour and they mouse over that info spot, they're going to see the breakfast is served daily from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. All right, and breakfast includes both hot and cold items. So as they're looking at the tour, they simply can mouse over that info spot button and be able to read the information that has been added to this particular panorama. All right, there you go, guys. Enjoy.